Well, folks, I'm just kind of having some lunch really quick. Woodinville, dry cleaners nearby, having some South American type food. A torta. Anyway, you get to hear me eating. That's my torta. Of course, I forgot to bring water. I'm only drinking water these days for the most part. Yeah. So, yeah. If you're anything like me, whether you voted for Trump or even Jorgensen or Biden, especially if you guys voted Trump, you're probably like, yeah, yesterday, and you're like, oh crap, today. For me, I'm like, well, I've always known the seedier side of Trump anyway. It's great that he's been able to do some things for America, and I truly believe that it has been helpful for America. It's been good for America, and I was kind of thinking, oh, let's have some more of that. Obama, I didn't really do a whole lot for America. So the one feeling I have is, will Biden be just another Obama? Maybe Biden got some things done compared, maybe you feel like Obamacare, but I don't. So the real question is, what's Biden gonna be like? But it's not this is when this video is coming out. This is like 3:40. It's not quite 4 o'clock yet on November 4th. And so, if you're watching this later at a later point, you guys will know what happened, of course. It's still not. This video is being made when things are still like right before we'll know. But that's assuming that we'll know within the next day or 2 or 3 or something like that. So I imagine a lot of people are really upset, or a lot of people are going crazy right now. And Democrats like, see, this is how it felt. Yeah. When Trump beat Obama or whatever, I don't know. Whenever Trump beat somebody, I don't know. My brain isn't working right now. So, it would have been 4 years ago. Sorry, not Obama, Hillary Clinton. I know that. And Hillary Clinton lost. Because Obama was in office for 8 years, right? Anyway, so Democrats are like, see, this is a taste of your own medicine. What a lot of people seem to forget is that none of us have anything to do with these schmoes. We don't. Whoever gets elected president, whether they're part of the establishment, quote unquote, or not, they become part of the establishment, and then they need to behave themselves according to what the establishment wants. We know this. We should, and if we don't know this, we will. So, what a lot of people seem to forget about all this political finagling is that all you're doing is making fun of people that are just like you. And it's the same deal when Republicans do the same thing to Democrats. It's like, we're all just serfs, folks. We're all just serfs making fun of other serfs. Holding up someone who's either in the establishment or is willing to work with the establishment as our champion. That's all that's happening. If you don't believe me, gosh, like there are ways and means to find this stuff out. Of course, not conclusively necessarily, but we're getting bits and pieces here and there all the time. But a lot of people say nothing really ever changes in America. Nothing really ever changes. Everyone says, oh, it's always just the same old, whether or not it's a Democrat or Republican. Nothing ever really changes. The poor stay poor, the rich stay rich. Who knows what the middle class? Who knows? You're still going to have racism. You're still going to have all our regular problems. Nothing's changed. Nothing will change unless there's actual real change in D.C. We thought there'd be real change with Trump. There kind of was. I know he did some things he said he would do. In my opinion, he's done really, really well. But really well is a very subjective term. You're getting a lot of my smacking and eating. No smacking, sorry. So, I only have so much time to eat here before I have to teach a lesson. What's going on? So, I'm just as confused as you guys. I don't know if there's voter fraud in Wisconsin. I doubt it. If Biden was indeed elected to be the president, he's elected to be the president. I'm ready to support Biden. I'm kind of keeping an eye on taxes. Taxes are the main thing I'm wondering about sometimes. I think taxes should be lower for self-employed folks, of course. If it affects you, if something affects you, then it affects you. If it doesn't affect you, then you're not as inclined to care about it as much. Of course, that's how it always is. And there's a point at which I'm like, you know what? I have a lot more enthusiasm for many other things other than this game, this theater that we call politics. Even when Trump won, I was happy, but I was only happy to a certain extent. It wasn't like my lifelong friend became president. It wasn't like that way at all. You see, in the movie Pixels, Adam Sandler and Kevin James is the president. That would mean something. That would be like, whoa. One of my best friends became president. Awesome. It's not like that. Which one of us actually personally knows Donald Trump? Or Joe Biden? Or anybody who's been president recently? Nah. I mean, if you personally know him, it's like a celebrity. You probably would work pretty hard to keep their friendship. Nah, we won't get into that, but it's just, guys, it's just smoke and mirrors. It's like I'm trying, the one thing to remember is not to lose your head over it. You're going to hear that over and over again. This is what everyone's saying on YouTube right now. And you have to say, I'm one of these people saying the same thing. In addition to that, it's all just a big show. Because it's true. If a Democrat or Republican wins, either way, nothing really ever changes. Whatever good things the Republicans did, you might like some of them, you might not like some of them. But then the Democrats elected, you'll like some of the things they do, but they won't do some of the things you want them to do. And just rinse and repeat over and over again until we actually have real change. Yep. All right, guys. I'll catch you later. Bye.